you, Administrator McMillan, for being here with us today. This winter, Massachusetts was hit by a record-breaking snowfall. We had more than 110 inches in the Boston area alone. And unfortunately, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority system failed under that unprecedented duress. The T was forced to shut down many of its operations, and it took about a month to restore normal service. That forced tens of thousands of commuters to seek other ways to get to work, which resulted in snarled traffic, long lines, and a mess throughout the region, a very costly mess. The T faces a huge maintenance backlog. A recent report by Governor Baker's special panel to review the MBTA indicated that the T did not do enough to bring crucial components of the transit system to a state of good repair. And we know there are similar problems all around the country. Now, given the size of our nation's backlog on transit maintenance, which stands, as you've said, at over $86 billion, growing at about $2.5 billion annually, it's unrealistic to think that we're going to solve this problem overnight, but we need a plan to increase our transit system's resiliency, and we need it now. Administrator McMillan, a recent GAO study noted that some aspects of federal grants that have made it more difficult for transit networks to become more resistant to catastrophic events. Do you believe transit system resiliency should be a priority in the next reauthorization? And if so, how can grant programs be improved to achieve this goal?
Thank you for that question, and indeed we all were incredibly mindful and I think humbled by Mother Nature's attack on the Northeast and its impact on transit systems. Let me point to a couple of things, Senator, I think get to your concerns and questions. The first, again, goes back to the effective implementation of the Transit Asset Management Program. This was, again, created in MAP 21, and the intent is ensure that every transit agency, from our very small rural areas, but up to our complex urban systems, have a handle on what is their inventory of assets, what is the condition of those assets, what are the risks and other factors that need to be taken into account in terms of how those conditions came about and how they could be mitigated, and use that information to make very strategic decisions about the resources, not only federal, but local and state and others, of how to prioritize those resources to deal with those needs. Once those needs are identified, though, through those programs, as you've well mentioned, we then need to have the resources brought to bear in order to address a solution. And that is exactly why under Grow America we have identified, again, those two major programs over increasing by doubling the State of Good Repair program for mainly our fixed guideway rail assets. But importantly on the bus side as well, because of course they were caught up in those additionally. That's where, with our Bus and Bus Facilities program, we were looking for a fourfold increase to almost $2 billion a year from the lower base that they were having to grapple with under MAP 21.
And let me just ask you, and if I can briefly, just because we're low on time here, do you believe the FTA should encourage transit systems to conduct stress tests to expose the weaknesses in their systems?
I think that's exactly the type of diagnostic that would be incorporated into a transit asset management program. Again, one of the things we're very careful to
I take that as yes, then.
Yes. Yes. If it makes sense for the operating conditions of the transit agency, they should have the flexibility to incorporate that into their program.
Okay, good. I just want to say thank you very much. Extreme weather events are hitting more and more often. We experienced it firsthand in the Northeast this winter. We saw also firsthand the vulnerability of our decaying transportation infrastructure. We know that there are a number of challenges in trying to deal with our maintenance backlog, but it's time to get moving, to prioritize federal funding to get our transit systems to a state of good repair. Thank you very much, Administrator McMillan.